one of the great experiences on the water is Royal Caribbean. The exciting ships that they have brought to the cruising space here recently has just blowing your mind. And then the new private island that I mentioned earlier is just a game changer in this cruising space. I'll let Dan tell you all about the features, all about the reasons that you're going to want to jump on a Royal Caribbean ship in 2021. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our friend and partner in the industry, Dan Iacobelli. Dan, take it away.
Thank you very much, Ryan. And thank you for having me on. And thank you everyone for tuning in. Really do appreciate you taking some time out of your crazy schedules during this crazy year to watch a guy do a PowerPoint. But I promise it's going to be really entertaining, some really good information.
I'm going to hold you to that, Dan. So here we go.
All right. Tall order, but we can deliver on that. As Ryan said, today we're going to be really talking about our private destinations here at Royal Caribbean, Perfect Day at Coco Cay and Labadee, Haiti. Also going to end with some information about our Oasis class ships. Of course, really incredible products, the largest cruise ships in the world. You're definitely going to want to stick around till the end. And if you ever have any questions, definitely make sure to use the chat or the Q&A section on this presentation. And if you do want to reach out to your incredible travel agents at Bon Voyage, please reach out to them at any of their 4 locations, which is, of course, on this screen. And it is located at their website, bbtravel.com. So we're going to jump into it with our first of our private island collection, Labadee, Haiti. This island, of course, located off of the coast of Haiti. I don't really nowhere quite like it. This is where you can chase an adrenaline rush on an alpine coaster 1 minute and do some sun soaking the next, all right in the middle of rolling jungles and sparkling beaches. Cruises to Labadee and you can trek to the mountaintop to catch serious air on the world's longest zip line over water. It's the Dragon's Breath flight line. It's 500 feet down. It takes you from the top of a cliff. You end down actually in the water itself. It's a really incredible experience, but I'll touch a little bit more on that. So what's unique about Labadee, Haiti? It's split into 7 neighborhoods. So I'm going to show you a little bit of what that looks like. This is the map of the island itself. Really gorgeous, and just have to say this is exclusive to Royal Caribbean. You can only visit this island by sailing with us at Royal Caribbean International. So really going to talk about the neighborhoods themselves, starting with the Buccaneers Bay. This is where you can reserve a watercraft, you can do boat tours, you can take shore excursions, and much, much more. This is really the shore excursion hub of the island. So if you did reserve a shore excursion beforehand, this is where you're going to kind of meet up with your tour guides to take you to your various tour. This is something I always recommend. If you are interested in any shore excursions at Royal Caribbean, I absolutely recommend that you reach out to your great travel partners at Bon Voyage to get that reserved as soon as possible, because availability is absolutely a thing, especially with this year and next year. It's going to be even more demanding to get onto these attractions and excursions. And just another note on that, if you do reserve any shore excursion or a beverage package or an internet package with us at Royal Caribbean, you can cancel that up to 2 days prior to the cruise with a full refund. So if you want to reserve your spot, I definitely recommend that you do so. But back to Buccaneers Bay, there's plenty of excursions to choose from. There is a wave jet tour. You can do parasailing. There is the Arawaki snorkel adventure. You can do a Haitian Hydro Highlights Express, which sounds crazy, but it's an absolute blast. You can, of course, discover Haiti. There's a sandbar adventure and a Haitian culturals tour, of course, because this island, of course, is in Haiti. It is staffed with, of course, Haitian employees, and it really brings this great culture onto the island. Doesn't feel like you're just on a regular old beach. It really is a great experience. Going to move on to the Dragon's Plaza. Here is where you can really soak up the sun and listen to the sounds of the ocean. Really nice, relaxing, quiet part of the island. Don't worry, adrenaline junkies. There's another portion of the island that's made perfectly for you. It's called Adrenaline Beach, but I'll get more into that. But Dragon's Plaza is really going to be where you're going to relax and eat. Because what's a cruise vacation without a complimentary barbecue buffet and just food in general? It is a really great food, nicely grilled right in front of you. You can smell it when you get off of the ship. Really, really great experience. The Labadee Town Square, which is going to be the next neighborhood at Labadee, here is where you're going to discover that rich Haitian culture, shopping, dining, just a lot of really great cultural experiences. And the Labadee Town Square boasts an expanded version of a popular artisan market and a festive atmosphere that comes alive with music, with folkloric dancers, and much, much more. This is going to be that cultural hotspot of Labadee, Haiti. And then my favorite part of the island is going to be Adrenaline Beach. Not only is the beach brand new, it's the newest part of Perfect Day of Labadee, Haiti. It's home to the Dragon's Tail Coaster and our Dragon's Flight Line. Once again, I said it before, that flight line, 500 feet zip line from the top of a cliff into the ocean. Really great views, a lot of fun. That thing goes really fast. Definitely recommend that you take a look at that. And this beach, it's home to the Dragon's Tail Coaster. It is a thrilling 30-mile-per-hour ride with just great views of the island, of the coast, and you can take your small children on the Dragon's Tail Coaster. It's a really nice little cart. You're secure. It's safe, but it is a lot of fun, a really unique opportunity. These are the two most in-demand amenities at Labadee, Haiti. That's the Dragon's Tail Coaster and the Flight Line. So I know I'm a broken record, but I'm going to say it again. If you are interested in taking part in any of these excursions, please reserve them ahead of time. Availability might not be there when you do get there on your port day, and I don't want you guys to miss out on any of these just really great amenities. We're going to move on to the next neighborhood, which is going to be Columbus Cove. This is a really great family-friendly spot to go swimming and relax. There's plenty of beach chairs and umbrellas for you guys to reserve. It's complimentary. It's just at a first-come, first-served basis. Another quiet portion of the island away from the adrenaline, so you can't hear people screaming when they're on either the coaster or the zip line. Very funny. And then we're going to move on to Nelly's Beach. This is kind of another shore excursion hub with water sports. So if you're looking to kayak, this is the spot for you. I personally kayaked last year when I went with my wife, and it was just so relaxing. The water was like glass, and it was just amazing. I know all you guys are kind of itching to vacation. I know I am. I'm begging to get out there and to just do something again. And just reminiscing about that trip last year really makes me want to go on another cruise that much more. And the last kind of neighborhood I'll touch on is the Barefoot Beach Club. This is exclusively for our suite guests. So if you are in a junior suite or above, you are going to have access to the Barefoot Beach Club. It has the best restaurant on the island, more private, secluded areas, and private cabanas that you can rent. But we are going to move on here just to some nice shots of the island itself. That first picture at the top is going to showcase the cabanas. These are open for rental. And as with everything else with our shore excursions, this is a first come, first served basis. But they can fit up to 8 guests per cabana. You are going to have your own waiter, which is a really great experience. And it's a really nice hub for your friends and family to kind of park their stuff. If they want to take the coaster and then come back to their private cabana, it's absolutely available for them. And then it's on the bottom, just some nice shots of the amenities that are located at Labadee. There's that zip line coaster, or the zip line and the coaster. There's a luxurious view of our cabanas, nature. There's really great hiking at Labadee, Haiti. Really gorgeous trees. This is actually a stone path that you can take up to the top of the mountains that gets you this really picturesque view. Make sure to bring your camera for that one. And then the local goods, there's a lot of Haitian culture and local goods that you can purchase. Definitely recommend at the very least you just check it out and just kind of window shop and take a look at some of the unique goods that the local Haitians are selling. Really great stuff. Diving and snorkeling, along with kayaking, we of course have plenty of opportunities to snorkel and to dive around Labadee, Haiti. Get some really gorgeous views of the coast, of the reef, and it's just amazing. And then, of course, kayaking, already mentioned that. It's a great spot to take advantage of some kayaking. And just some really nice views of some of the amenities that I've been going over. That water slides part of the aqua park really does whip you around. It's a great slide, and you're going to get some awesome views along the way. And then this shot right in the middle here, that is that Dragon's Breath flight line. That's what you're going to see at the top of the cliff before you guys plunge down. Really great view. You go very fast. It's a great time. And you do kind of land very softly, of course, in the water at the end. Great time. And that Dragon's Tail coaster, you can see mom and her daughter just enjoying that roller coaster. It is absolutely a blast. I do recommend it. Just another shot of our cabanas. I'm not going to bore you guys with all the details on that. Just know they're always available for rental, and you can get really, really fantastic views, and it's very private. This is the private sections of the islands, absolutely. And just some more shots of the hiking, of the nature that you're going to experience at Labadee, Haiti. Some pictures of the local goods that you could purchase, of course. And something I do want to touch on that also is going to work for Perfect Day at Coco Cay, which we, of course, jump into more, is if you did purchase a beverage package, if you purchased an internet package, it's going to carry over to either of our islands as well. They are essentially extensions of our ships. So definitely something to keep in mind. And now we are going to talk about my favorite vacation spot in the world, Perfect Day at Coco Cay. We actually renovated this island last year, and it opened with massive success. We invested about $500 million into the island to essentially make it Royal Caribbean's very own theme park. And what's really nice about Perfect Day at Coco Cay, for those of you that have visited Coco Cay in the past, before the island became a theme park, you used to have to tender back and forth to the island. We invested into a big old slab of concrete so you can park 2 Royal Caribbean ships there every day. No tendering anymore. You can be out of your cabin at 8 a.m. and on a water slide at 8:05, just like that, because we do, of course, dock. So it's a really great experience. And just a really good overview, a nice map of the island itself. Perfect Day at Coco Cay is really separated into 3 separate sections. On the left-hand side, you're going to have the chill portion of the islands. On the right-hand side is the thrill portion of Perfect Day at Coco Cay, and the very top is our Coco Beach Club. That's going to be kind of just like Barefoot Beach in Labadee. It is our luxury portion of the island, exclusive to suite guests. But enough of that. Let's jump into some of the incredible amenities that Perfect Day at Coco Cay has to offer. And we are going to start with the chill portion of Perfect Day at Coco Cay. On the left is the Oasis Lagoon. This is actually my favorite part of Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Just a couple of things to note. We do staff 100 certified lifeguards across Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Safety is, of course, our #1 priority here at Royal Caribbean, and we want to ensure that. So we have so many lifeguards, of course. We do have a lot of beach chairs and umbrellas. These are all complimentary, just first come, first serve. So for your pasty white guys like this guy, I'm jumping from umbrella to umbrella to avoid getting sunburnt, but I always still manage to. But regardless, back to the lagoon itself. The floor of the pool is this really nice soft rubber, feels really good on your feet, really great on your knees. And if you shove your head underwater, we're playing Caribbean music, because why not? We're a little bit extra at Royal Caribbean, and we pride ourselves on that. To the right, you're going to see a nice shot of a private cabana. Just like in Labadee, Haiti, we have private cabanas available for rental across the entire island. Now, I will say the cabanas at Perfect Day at Coco Cay are more popular than at Labadee because it's our newest destination. So once again, if you're interested, definitely recommend reserving ahead of time. But back to the Oasis Lagoon and the swim-up bar. This is why this was my favorite amenity at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. My wife and I went here last year, and we spent probably a good 6 hours just at that swim-up bar, getting some Coco Locos, the signature drink at Perfect Day at Coco Cay, and really just taking in, just a really great vacation, really great relaxing spot of the island. Got a little boozy, but had a really, really great time. And once again, if you do have a beverage package purchased, it is going to carry over to Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And something nice, because it is an extension of the ship, you might have your bartender that's serving you at the pool deck on your ship also serving you at the swim-up bar at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. We do have staff that kind of work both on and off of the ship where we're at Perfect Day. Going to talk more about our Coco Beach Club. Once again, this is the luxury portion of Perfect Day and really is mostly for the suite members. But you can purchase wristbands to get access to this part of the island. It is, of course, first come, first serve. Here's a really nice overview of the island itself. This is not a rendering. This is a real picture of the island. And right at the very bottom, you're going to see our floating cabanas. This is actually the newest part of Perfect Day at Coco Cay. We launched this at the end of January. So as you can imagine, They're not used that much, but they're going to be used very heavily once we do start sailing again. And believe me when I say we're going to sail the Coco Cay as frequently as humanly possible, because it really is that great of an experience. But just to touch a little more on the cabanas, the floating cabanas at the Cocoa Beach Club, you can reserve these for up to 8 guests. You do get your own waiter, and it comes with just a lot of really, really great amenities. It has your own little water slide, private for you. So if you have any kids, they're going to be going up and down that all day. Just so much fun. Just to give you a closer view of the cabanas themselves and just the sleek new design that they do have, these really are worth it. They're not cheap, of course, I'll say that, but if you do have that money to spend, and if you are looking to have a really great once-in-a-lifetime vacation, I definitely recommend one of these floating cabanas. And aside from the floating cabanas, and just like with Lava D, we have cabanas open throughout the entire island. Every section of the island essentially has cabanas. Even at our Thrill Water Park, you can rent cabanas right by the water slides, which personally not for me, but if you want to watch people just go down the slides screaming all day, it is definitely entertaining. Back to the Cocoa Beach Club. This is the clubhouse, kind of the main hub for the Cocoa Beach Club restaurant, our Cocoa Beach Club section. It does come equipped with its own infinity pool. You're going to have waiters serving you drinks and food the entire time you're there, and it's very quiet. This is definitely one of the more quiet portions of the island. And the restaurant at the Cocoa Beach Club, I haven't had a chance to try it yet, but from what my other fellow employees have told me, it's the best food you're going to get on the island. We're talking surf and turf, good steaks, lobster, seafood, you name it. It's going to be available at the Cocoa Beach Club restaurant. And we're going to go back to just some more cabanas. I won't stay too long on this. I know I'm a broken record. Just know there's cabanas available for rental across the entire island. And we do have our own South Beach on Perfect Day at Coco Cay. This is one of the more kind of quiet portions of the island. If you want to just do a quiet beach getaway, this is definitely the place to do that. And if you want to rent a cabana while you're at it, you absolutely can. And back to just more chill island aspects of Perfect Day. Chill Island itself, it's its own quiet beach. The chairs, there's plenty of them available. You're never going to be without a seat or some shade if you do need that. It's just another really quiet beach day, if that's what you're looking for. Harbor Beach, this is actually in the center of Perfect Day at Coco Cay. It's its own quiet lagoon. It is a saltwater lagoon, and just a really nice, quiet beach day once again. But if you want your more kind of, circular lagoon section, this is it for you. At Perfect Day at Coco Cay, we are aiming to put 2 ships there every single day. So yes, it might get a little bit crowded, but just know that there is plenty of space, plenty of seats, plenty of shade available at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And then South Beach, very similar to Chill Island, just a really another quiet, exclusive, quieter beach day. This is another one of my favorite parts of Perfect Day at Coco Cay. We have our own floating bar because why not? Once again, we like to be extra. So yes, you do have to swim out to get a drink at the South Beach Floating Bar. All you need is your seat pass to go ahead and get a drink and just really enjoy this really unique kind of bar. Now we're going to move over to the thrill portion of Perfect Day at Coco Cay. So a vast majority of Coco Cay is complimentary. It is included with the cost of your ticket, but there are a couple of additionals, mainly within the thrill portion. We're talking the Thrill Water Park, the zip line, and our Up, Up, and Away. So the Thrill Water Park admission, from what I saw last year, it's about $70 to $100 per person. It depends on the season. So during the summer, it's going to be a little bit more. But no, we're always running promotions to kind of get you guys some better deals. So make sure you're reaching out to your great travel agents at Bon Voyage to take advantage of some really great deals for these. So that's just a really nice overview of our Thrill Water Park. It is equipped with Daredevil's Tower. That is that massive water slide tower you see there. That's equipped with 7 slides from varying, thrill rating or what have you. So if you want to go to the very, very top of that to the Daredevil's Peak, that is our tallest water slide, actually the tallest water slide in the Caribbean. It is really fast, really whips you around. It's a great time. But say you're a little squeamish and after you get to the top, you see how high up you are. You want to take another slide down. There's 6 other slides that you can partake in. And just another little overview of what's included within the Thrill Water Park. We have the Daredevil's Peak, of course. We have an adventure pool. This is essentially like a Ninja Warrior obstacle course. You can jump across the lily pads. You can use cargo nets to kind of just jump back and forth across this pool. Your kids are going to love it. I did it. I loved it. It's a lot of fun. Splash Speedway, this is where you're going to take mats and race down these slides with your friends and family. A lot of fun. The Green Mamba, reason I put this here, it's part of the Daredevil's water tower. It's the most calm slide on the tower. So if you're looking for just a nice relaxing water slide, that's the one for you. Wave pool, what's a water park without a massive wave pool? We do have, of course, that. The waves get massive. It's going to knock you over, but you're going to have a really great time. And then my favorite ride, that is the Slingshot, but I'll touch more on that one a little bit later. Just to show you a little bit more of the Daredevil's Peak, it's just a really great view of it. It is bigger than you think it is. It is absolutely massive. So when you do get to the top of the tower to get in line for the Daredevil's Peak slide, you're going to see this really awesome view of the island, of the Caribbean, of the coast. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. And just a nice shot of the largest wave pool in the Caribbean. This is always just jam-packed. There's a lot of people in it, but it is so, so much fun. Our adventure pool, just a nice shot of the obstacle course. It's a lot of space. There's a lot of amenities and activities that you and your family can enjoy. And Splash Summit. Once again, this is my favorite ride at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. It's a two-person tube ride, and you're going to start in this enclosed slide portion. It's kind of nice and relaxing and calm, nothing crazy. And when you get to the end, you're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's going to shoot you out. You're going to go down and jump all the way to the top right. And that thing is really fast, and it's going to look like and feel like you're going to jump off of that. Don't worry, of course, it's safe. It's such a good time. I rode that 7 times last year. That's how much I loved this water slide. And the zip lines, we have 1,600 feet of zip lines across the island, of course, over various portions. So if you definitely are a zip line connoisseur, I recommend you check those out for some really great views. And kids thrills, we do, of course, have some complimentary water park options at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. We do have our Splash Away Bay. This is a really nice kind of water park section for the kids, but I'll show you a bigger picture on that one. Captain Jill's Galleon. This is actually the first attraction you're going to see when you do get off of the ship onto Perfect Day at Coco Cay. It's this massive pirate ship equipped with water slides, water guns, and the kids are going to absolutely love it. It's, of course, complimentary. Just to give you a nicer shot of Splash Away Bay, this is, of course, for our younger guests, for your kids, but they have an absolute blast here. More water guns, more water slides, and kind of one of the funniest parts of the island, those 2 buckets right there, they're gradually filling up with water, and at a certain point, they tip over. So what you're going to see there is you're going to see little kids waiting under it, waiting for it to just douse them in water, and it's hilarious. They have such a great time. I recommend you stay and watch at least one of them. It's so funny. And food, you know, what's a vacation without way too much food? I know I gain about 10 pounds every vacation or cruise that I take. There's a lot of complimentary food at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And there is some other food that you can get at a little bit of an extra fee. That's mainly at Captain Jack's. This is one of the first restaurants that you're going to see when you do get to Perfect Day at Coco Cay. So if you're willing to spend just a couple of bucks, it's nothing crazy, to get some of the best chicken wings you're going to eat, I recommend you go ahead and eat at Captain Jack's. And what's kind of hidden here, kind of in the middle of this, there are swings. Those are seats. You can sit there. You can eat there. It's a lot of fun. And just some advice for all of you. If you are looking to take part in the thrill portion of Perfect Day at Coco Cay, I recommend you be some of the first people off of the ship. The water park is by far the most crowded part of Perfect Day at Coco Cay. So be some of the first people off. You can be on those water slides within 5 minutes. Really recommend that you do that. And Perfect Day at Coco Cay, twice the thrill and chill. So starting next year, we are actually doing itineraries where we visit Perfect Day twice. Okay, so on that first leg, that first day, say you just want to take advantage of the Oasis Lagoon and the chill part of Perfect Day. You can absolutely do that. And on that second day back, when you arrive, you can take advantage of the water slides, of the zip lines, of the up and away balloon. Takes you 450 feet up into the air. Really gorgeous views. And yeah, it's a really unique experience. And don't worry, you don't have to memorize this list. Just know that we are sailing all year long to Perfect Day at Coco Cay with very, very, very great, great ships, great itineraries, of course. And now I do want to take you guys kind of a little bit of a sneak peek through our Oasis class ships. These are the largest cruise ships in the world, and they're very unique. So much like Labadee Haiti that had 7 neighborhoods, our Oasis class ships have 7 neighborhoods as well. Starting with the boardwalk, this is in the middle of the ship located near the back. It's equipped with a carousel, because why? Because we have to, because we're extra. We love to put these really nice, unique experiences on our ships, and the carousel is definitely one of those. You're going to get some really great boardwalk experiences like ice cream, hot dogs, and just some really, really nice, relaxing areas. What's located in the back of the boardwalk is our aqua theater, but I'll touch more on that. It's a really unique entertainment venue. The Royal Promenade, this is actually going to be the first section of the ship that you're going to see when you board. It's a great wide open shopping area, really sleek, kind of luxurious design. You can get a lot of great food. You can do a lot of shopping. It's a really great part of the ship to hang out, of course. And the pool and sports zone, of course, we have our pools, very popular, and we have our flow riders. That is our surfing simulators. We actually have 2 of those located on all of our Oasis class ships. Central Park, we actually modeled this a little bit after New York Central Park. It's actually real grass, it's real trees, and every once in a while you're going to see some birds hanging out there. Real live birds stowing away, kind of taking advantage of a free vacation. And then, of course, the Vitality Spa and Fitness Center. If you do want to get a great massage, if you want to get some therapy, this is a really great spot to do it. And fitness. If you want to work off that Windjammer breakfast, we, of course, have a fully equipped gym with classes, spin classes, aerobic classes, or what have you. We have that, absolutely. Our youth zone. So we're always kind of looking to improve our youth zones on our ships when it comes to our younger guests and specifically teenagers. We got to keep our teenagers happy, of course. So they do have their own private section of the ship. Even mom and dad can't hang out there. It's strictly for the teenagers. They have video games. They have an internet cafe. There's ping pong tables and just a lot of nice space for them to hang out and get away from mom and dad. And then the last place I'm going to touch on our neighborhood is our entertainment place. So jumping into the entertainment and nightlife, we definitely need to talk about our aqua theaters. This is located exclusively at Royal Caribbean on our Oasis class ships. It's located in the back of the ship on the boardwalk neighborhood, and it's where you're going to see some unique water shows. So from this picture, you're going to see these water jets shooting out. That is actually a stage. That is a little pool that our actors and actresses are going to be performing on. And you're going to see them jumping on trapezes. They're going to be climbing up the railings and jumping into this tiny little pool. It's really incredible, really unique. If you sit in those front couple of rows, you're going to get wet. So just be prepared for that. But definitely recommend that you check out one of these shows. Just to note, these are our most popular shows at Royal Caribbean, period. So if you are interested in viewing an aqua theater show, which is complimentary, I definitely recommend reserving it ahead of time. Going to talk about our indoor entertainment. We do have exclusive Broadway shows on all of our Oasis class ships. So depending on the ship you're on, you're going to see a different Broadway show. So if you're on Oasis of the Seas, you're going to see Cats. If you're on Symphony of the Seas, you're going to see Hairspray, and they're really high quality, high class productions, really top notch. And just to give you an idea of the original productions, we of course do our own shows. My favorite is actually called Flight. It takes place in the indoor entertainment venue, and it's equipped with actual planes that we fly around, of course, on strings. It's very funny. It's an absolute blast, and it's just really unique. You guys got to check out these shows when you sail with us at Royal Caribbean. And the nightlife. Of course, we are kind of night owls here at Royal Caribbean. So if you're looking for live music and dancing, we have that available late into the night. We, of course, have cocktails and wine and beer and liquor. We have all those drinks that you're looking for. We're going to have your favorite brands. Just make sure to get a beverage package if you're interested in that. Casino and game shows, we have a fully equipped casino. They are really high quality, comparable to Las Vegas. They're huge. They're an absolute blast. And then, of course, we're going to have a lot of themed events. So we're going to have, like a white theme parties. We're going to be wearing completely white clothing. We're going to have 80s nights. We're going to have 70s nights. We're going to have that at Royal Caribbean, and they're always so much fun. And now going to get into the offers. Definitely have to tell you guys that we are running a really great promotion now through November 5th, starting with our buy one, get one 60% off promotion. Really great deal. And if you are traveling with 3 or 4 guests, it's going to be 30% off for those extra guests in the cabin. And this is the best promotion we run all year, our kids sail free promotion. It even includes summer. So something to touch on the kids sail for free. It is for guests 12 years and under, and it is their cruise fare that is complimentary. So I don't want you guys to get confused. They will still, of course, be responsible for taxes, port fees, and gratuities, but we are going to slash that cruise fare down to 0. So it's a really great deal. And exclusive to this month, October, it's an instant $100 savings for all sailings for 2021. But the best promotion that we're running is exclusive with Bon Voyage Travel, exclusive to this virtual cruise night. And it is called a Loyal to Royal offer. So starting tomorrow through October 30th, if you book any vacation with Bon Voyage Travel, you're going to be receiving bonus onboard credit towards your Royal Caribbean cruise. Okay, so new Royal Caribbean booking, you're getting that extra onboard credit. So if you're booking an interior or ocean view cabin, you're getting $25. If you book a balcony, you get $50. And if you're booking a suite, you're getting $100 in onboard credit per cabin. You can't get this deal anywhere else. It is exclusive with your Bon Voyage travel agents. So make sure to reach out to them on that. And with that, that is all that I have for you. Thank you so much for paying attention, for tuning in. Back to you, Ryan.
Hey, excellent, Dan. You covered a lot of ground, and we do have a few questions from some of our viewers. Some of them came in before the presentation, and you covered it really well. But if you could just maybe summarize, when I think of Labadee or Coco Cay, some of the easiest questions that may be asked are, there's no admission fee, right? And I get to go to those places as part of what I'm paying to get on the ship, correct?
Absolutely, of course. Entrance into Coco Cay and Labadee, Haiti, it's included within the price of your ticket. Absolutely. There's just a couple of sections of the island that might get a little bit of an extra fee. In Labadee, that's going to be the Barefoot Beach Club. That's exclusive to the suite members, okay? And at Perfect Day at Coco Cay, a vast majority of it is complimentary. But if you want to take advantage of the thrill portions of the island, that is the water park, that's the zip line, and that is the hot air balloon. Those are at an extra fee. But entrance into the islands is absolutely complimentary. And there's plenty to do for free, plenty to do.
Yeah, and you had also mentioned there's plenty of food and drink that is complimentary, but
absolutely,
there are charges on some of the more specialty items if you did want to purchase. But you won't go hungry, obviously, if you don't want to spend additional dollars while you're on the islands.
Absolutely. So just Perfect Day at Coco Cay itself, we have 3 snack shacks located across the island, and the food, it's complimentary and top notch. I'm talking cheeseburgers, mozzarella sticks, fried chicken sandwiches, loaded French fries, brownies. It's really, really good, high quality food. I ate way too much and I had to go take a nap back on the ship when I went last year. But no, you are not going to go hungry. I promise you.
You had mentioned this, if I had a multi-generational group, maybe it's my family that has, teenagers, it seems like the itineraries that you're launching in 2021 that have the 2-day stop at the island, I think that would be the one to go on where you could really take advantage of all the amenities. Would you agree?
Absolutely would agree. When I was there last year, I didn't have enough time to take in everything that the island has to offer. And not just saying that because I'm an employee. Really, you do need a full 2 days to go through every part, every nook and cranny. Once again, if you want to do that day where you're just chilling, you're at the Oasis Lagoon, you're taking advantage of a cabana, you're just relaxing with your family, great for that. But make sure you reserve one of those days to go down that Daredevil's Peak water tower. It's incredible.
Yeah, we'd be remiss, and we do have Marion who had asked a question specifically geared towards something I think everybody has on their mind, and that is the COVID procedures that the CDC and the cruise lines will be agreeing on, hopefully in the very near future. But maybe you could just touch on, and I know it's a very large document and a very large topic, but I'll lead you into this if our viewers may not be familiar, but the Royal Caribbean family of cruise lines is not just Royal Caribbean International, it's Royal Caribbean Celebrity Cruises, Azamara Cruises, and Silver Sea. So that entire group, alongside the Norwegian Cruise Line brands of cruises, that's Norwegian, Oceania, and Regent Seven Seas, all joined forces to create what's called a Healthy Sail Panel. And it's a panel of experts across hospitality, science, medical, entertainment, government. It's a group of experts that have come together to make a large number of recommendations to try to help prepare the most healthy, safe way to travel on a cruise ship with everything going on with COVID. Dan, I know that some of it's still in conversations. I know the CDC is looking at it and checking into that. Anything else to add that I missed on the Healthy Sail panel that will come out with really true, not just recommendations, but this is what's going to happen so that people like Marion know exactly what to expect?
Of course, absolutely. And guys, this is, of course, a very crazy year, very serious pandemic. We're taking it incredibly seriously. We don't want anyone to go on a vacation, thinking of the risk of getting COVID. Of course not. So with the Healthy Sail panel, we put together a really great team with ex-members of the CDC. Even the ex-leader of the CDC is part of that Healthy Sail panel. So believe me, we're taking this so seriously. We've been working on our list of protocols and recommendations since June. Long time. So we did submit our recommendations and our protocol list to the CDC, and they're pending approval. We are in the last steps to getting back into the ocean. We just need the CDC to go ahead and roll out their approvals. And whenever that is approved, we're going to market it, of course, like crazy, so you guys can take a look at step by step all of the protocols. And I've gotten a sneak peek. I wish I could share some on that. I'm not allowed to, but just know that we're taking this so incredibly seriously. Your vacation is going to look a little bit different. I'm not going to lie to you, but it's going to keep you safe. You're still going to have an incredible vacation experience.
Yeah, I have seen some of the recommendations as well. And so for Marion and the rest of the viewership, please know it is for everyone's best interest from a health standpoint, but it's also looking at trying not to disrupt the cruising experience to a point where you can't enjoy your vacation. It's a beautiful blend, I think. And you'll see protocols in the place of facial coverings, physical distancing while you're in a restaurant or a public space. When you're out on the islands, there will be maybe some different requirements that, Dan, you didn't have to go through when you were with your wife on the island. But now, if we're willing to vacation and get out there, we may have some things that might be a slight inconvenience, but it's all for the better good. There's going to be some very strict protocols in regards to the crew and how the crew is tested, how passengers are tested. So really trying to utilize all of the science that is out there. And I'm really glad that you mentioned the Healthy Sail panel. It's not just the executives from the cruise lines that came together to say, this is what we want to do. It was really taking the former governor of Utah was involved, and there were some others that were just very close to these types of things pre-COVID that now are understanding it at a much deeper level. And Marion did have a follow-up question. That is another point that is very well taken. Will there be a reduction in the number of passengers, Dan?
Absolutely. Of course there is. We haven't ironed down that number just yet, but just to give you guys an idea, we're throwing around between 40 to 60% capacity. Now, this is initial. This is temporary. This is also along with the protocols we're going to instill, facial coverings, physical distancing. It's all temporary, of course. We have to take this very seriously because it's a serious pandemic. But, at least initially when we start sailing, we are going to, of course, be very strict, and we're not going to be sailing to very many places. But where we are going to be sailing to a lot are the two destinations that I presented today. And what's really great about Perfect Day at Coco Cay and Labadee Haiti is because we own them, we have so much control over the island. We're testing the staff heavily every single day. We have to.
In charge of all the sanitation and
exactly.
It will be very, very well monitored.
Mm-hmm. And this is what I can kind of share for right now. Nothing is official, but when we do start sailing again, it's going to be, some short, maybe a couple 7-nighters out of our Florida ports. Okay, that's initially. Okay, we need to, of course, roll through the protocols in a real life scenario. We know they're going to be successful because we've worked so hard on this. So more info on that to come. We do just have to wait for approval from the CDC, but all of your questions will absolutely be answered in time. I promise you on that one.
Great. We had one other question that really wasn't in relation to the Caribbean, but I think I can answer it, and Dan, you can enhance it as well. And that is just about, will you be sailing in Alaska in 2021? And at this point, all plans are for Royal Caribbean's entire fleet at some point during 2021 will be in the water. And it's a global fleet. It will be all over Europe. And yes, it will be in Alaska. There will be plenty of options for you from an itinerary standpoint. Now, with that said, probably not the full breadth of the catalog of sailings the first month that you're sailing, but over time, you can anticipate that the fleet will be rolled out and there will be plenty of opportunity for you. And I think, Dan, you and I would probably say we are, cautiously optimistic, if not more leaning towards more confident that that come summer of 2021, there will be a pretty full or close to full level of offerings from an itinerary standpoint.
Absolutely. That is our plan right now, and we're not straying from it. And just to touch a little more on Alaska and availability.
Great.
Next year, we're sailing there heavily. In fact, we're going to have 4 ships sailing to Alaska next year. 2 are going to be doing 7-night round trips out of Seattle, and the other 2 are going to be doing some really great itineraries from Vancouver. So there's plenty of opportunities for you to see some really great itineraries and ports in Alaska.
Yeah, those 7-night round trips, Seattle, are great options for us from Southern Arizona. As you know, Tucson, Seattle is a nonstop flight for you, where Tucson, Vancouver is going to present a little bit more of a challenge. Still, though, a great itinerary on those round trips. But you start thinking about easier flights and making life simple for your travel planning. That Seattle round trip sounds really good. And considering 2020, Dan, you may not know this in Arizona, but we had the most number of days that we reached 100 degrees or more in any year in the history of record keeping. So
you guys need some cold.
Yeah, if anybody's ready to go to Alaska, we are. But I say that, and I'm still very intrigued about going to Coco Cay or Labadee. That still looks very refreshing with all the water park options. And I think my wife and family would really kind of like that over the water floating cabana idea. That's really up my alley. So I may have to give you a call on that one. So,
absolutely. Always here.
Well, Dan, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate all of your insight and your energy. It came through on the presentation. And thank you to our viewers today for joining us. Royal Caribbean hopefully is in your future planning for a vacation, maybe not just for you and your kids, but start thinking about that multi-generation group. You can see all that there is to offer. Every member of the family is going to have something special on a Royal Caribbean cruise. But if you didn't find something you're looking for today, join us in the future. We've got Silver Sea Cruises next week, Wednesday afternoon, same time, same place, 3 o'clock. You can register on our website at bvtravel.com. Thanks again, Dan, for joining us. Thanks, viewers, for coming on, and we will see you again soon. Stay safe, everybody.